I came here because I was working in this particular part of the country and doing an interview. This is what I used to be always doing. Took a couple of days off and went wandering around, and I just saw the place and fell in love, and I was enchanted by it. But it is a very pretty little place, and it's sort of tucked in against a hill. It's got a certain magic of its own. When I got this place, I suddenly realised that there was such a lot of country life that nobody ever talked about. Like, what's it like to be the man who trundles around the lanes emptying people's septic tanks miles from anywhere? Or what's it like, how do you get hold of a Rhode Island red hen these days? Because at the time you couldn't very easily. And all sorts of little things, and how to keep the whitewash on the buildings. No one ever told you about things like that. And it was all those sort of small things I wanted to talk about. What did it feel like to be a postman with a raging blizzard and you've got to get the circulars through come hell or high water? I wanted to know what people like that felt rather than the standard country thing. And that was really why I wanted to do the programme, because I thought nobody was doing it. I passionately wanted to do it. Passionately. When I first had the animals, they were all a bit of a mystery. Dogs I knew quite a bit about, cats I knew quite a bit about, and everything else I just sort of learnt as I went along. I knew nothing about goats at all. And the first much-loved goat I had here died because of that ignorance, and I thought, right, you will never let an animal die here again because you don't know what to do. Right, okay, now look, just be good, be good. Calm down, calm down. I still find it incredibly hard to combine the various facets of whoever I am, you know, and the one minute you've got to rush up to London and have clean nails and tights without holes in them and sort of know what you're talking about. And the next minute you're grubbing around mucking an animal out or sorting out their assorted problems.
Oh, the poor old boy. No, don't bite. There we go, poor boy. Oh, that.
You bite and I'll murder you. I very seldom get lonely. I actually like being on my own to think. I can't think of programmes and I can't think of books if there's anybody else about, because the old journalist comes out and I'm living their lives. So when I'm on my own, I'm just living my own life. When I was in London, I was often extremely lonely and I was surrounded by people. Since I've lived here, I feel far less lonely because there's always something happening. I used to quite honestly feel that there was a part of me standing up on that hill saying, what on earth are you doing? Why are you there on that farm messing about? And I felt that for a very long time. I still feel it up to a point. But then I've always felt it, you see. I mean, when I was raging around with the microphone, part of me was thinking, you know, what right have you got to go and interview people? And when I was teaching dance, I mean, I was 13 stone at the time and I was pretty large, and I used to think it was a rather a jolly, what are you doing this for attitude then. But for a long time here in the valley, I felt it very strongly. Not so much that it was me standing up, there was somebody else standing up there saying, good God, what's she doing now? I do like writing, but it's a question of getting down to it. It's making time in the day. By the time I've got up in the morning, done the animals, carried wood and coal into the house, sorted out any mini dramas that are happening, and the day has gone on a bit by then. And then you just settle down and have a few, you know, bashes away at the typewriter, and it's time to start all over again. That's the depths of winter, like the bit before Christmas when the days are really very short. This bit about the long winter evenings, I just want to keep warm. Go and have a good sleep.